Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shanika. A lot of you guys may know me from my previous video that I did before as the founder of Kimmy V clothing brand. Thank you guys for watching that. But today I'm going to be discussing with you guys about the intimacy of female relationships and building and forming better relationships within the girl code. All right, cool.
Ela quer vir pra minhas áreas de novo. Sempre me liga mais de 11 da noite. Acho melhor não ter. Isso se repete tipo ciclo vicioso.
First, what is intimacy? Intimacy is a form of closeness and connection that we'd want to have with another person or within ourselves. It's a form of getting to know a person on a personal level, in depth of that person. And a lot of us as women, we don't have that, or we want to have that with another female because of the fear of being betrayed, or the fear of being overall, I would just say, let down by a close person. We have to form trust within our intimate relationships with one another, because that is vital. It's the only way we can form a bond of love, a bond of connection, a bond of openness within one another. We have to be able to express our desires, our wants, our dislikes, our disagreements openly, so we could connect with one another. That's how, and our differences, it's very important. So that is the definition of, that is what intimacy is really about. You can't build intimate relationships on transaction, having it being a transactional relationship. It has to be a relationship that is based on understanding, compassion, care, and good intentions. Transactional relationships are only business relationships. Once you have any form of transaction, you're doing business, basically, hands-on. I'm not saying that reciprocal duties or energy shouldn't be possessed within the relationships, but I strongly believe that it has to be based on good intentions. I'm doing something for you based upon what I feel that is good for me, good for you, not just based on what is good for me. It's not supposed to be an egotistical relationship.
What are intimate relationship builders?
A friendship, a bond, a love, to completely get to know one another wholeheartedly, the in and the out. I know it's hard, it's difficult, and especially nowadays in the world where everybody's just chasing clout, and they're just chasing the let's go out and just dress up to look cute relationships and post on social media, but I'm not really your sister. I'm not really your person that I want the best for you, or I love you because of who you are. It's more of the ego of presence of what you could offer at that current moment. And I believe that that is something that is detrimental to a lot of our building and forming relationships. You want to have sisterhood. You want to have a bond. You want to be able to speak to someone that you could talk to basically anything about, and then you could cry on their shoulder, and then you could be your true, unapologetic self, authentic self with that person without any judgment, total acceptance of who you are, whether the good, the bad, the negative, every parts of you, with them also highlighting that, listen, I love you for who you are, but sometimes you could be, So intimate relationships nowadays to form is very difficult, right? Across the board. Even when you look at all these relationships with the females nowadays, they may seem as if they never had any turmoil, or they never had any form of confrontation. They had to have some form of disagreement, some form of ups and downs in order to build a solid relationship. Any relationship that don't have a disagreement or don't have any form of basically disagreement on differences, then that relationship is not building, it's not growing. You have to be, because you're two complete different people that's coming together, the yin and the yang. Everyone is not just alike. I grew up as a very bubbly, friendly, bold personality. You see me before you see my personality, you know what I mean? And it's been difficult for me forming relationships because people may think that I'm bougie and that I'm stuck up or I'm not down to earth. And you don't have to be down to earth in order to have a good relationship or to have a good friendship with someone. You could just be you, and you could find your tribe, and someone could actually want to, those things attract other people to you. So, but I am sometimes judged because a lot of people feel like, oh, she's not the cool girl, or she's gonna judge me because I'm this and I'm that. And that's far from the truth because I'm totally different. I'm 100% goofy, but then I have to be safe with you, and to be able to open up myself to speak, for you to see that part of me. And even now, being vulnerable in front of millions of people, hopefully, it's a big step for me, major big step, because I don't think I'm shy, but I think I'm more, I don't think I'm reserved either. I think I'm more scared of people being threatened by my bold personality or by my friendliness, even though I have this, like, difficulty forming and building relationships. Intimate relationships is the only way you open and honest intimate relationships are the only way you would be able to form a friendship. Guys, on the other hand, they're totally different. They bond on sports, they bond on drinking booze, some of them, their own personal preference as what they want to smoke. It's different. It's not like a lot of emotional stuff like us females. It's different. They have the bro code, but it's our female code is like, my mom would say, a rocket scientist. We have to go through Z and go back to A and then go back to M and then go back to Z again. It's hard. It's either we're struggling with self-love, which is combination with self-hatred, not loving ourselves enough, not feeling measured up enough, competition, dudes compete, but with females, because we obtain so much power, it's like, with us, it's like, it's rooted. It's more of, who is she? What does she want? What is her power? What is she gonna do with it? And it goes on and 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 on. That's why working on ourselves as females, to work on those parts of us that feel not enough, not loved, not catered to, not nurtured to, it is pivotal, because you won't look at your other female sister or friend as a threat or as a person that you feel as she's better than you. You more want to celebrate that female or celebrate that woman, or, because you're whole within yourself. So I believe that one of the main reasons why you have so many conflicts and so many confrontation within female relationships right now is because of the self-hatred that we guys have within one another. There's so much pain, there's so much hurt, there's so much trauma, and we have to break those things down in order to get to the root. Once you break those things down and get to the root of all your hurt, you will start to look at another female like, she's a strong woman. She's like me. There's stuff that I'm going through with my body that she's facing that same thing as well. She's fierce. She's bold. She's beautiful. She's determined. She is the mother of all creation. And it's like, once you are able to connect with yourself, you're going to be able to connect with other women out there. And that wound and that hurt and that pain that you project, that won't be of an existence anymore. It won't. It absolutely won't, because we're going to have a sense of connection and a sense of understanding, of wholeness, of pureness, of love. And we won't have to put up our guards or hold our guards against us and lock our heart chakra or feel like we have to close off ourselves because, me seeing this woman is another major threat to me, and I can't be able to build just having an honest, pure connection with her. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not going to have connections with everyone that we meet because, we're all on our whole different healing journey. So it's not going to be like as you meet someone, but at least when you get to know someone, you're connecting with love. You're not thinking negative. You're thinking purely. You're thinking wholly, So that's something that we have to really base our relationships from, looking at other women and other females just as ourselves that need working on, need love, need healing, need nurturing, and need those things as a guide for us futuristically and even in the present. It's needed. It's needed. If you don't work on yourself and if you don't love yourself, you're gonna continuously look at everyone as a projection of hate, a projection of trauma, a projection of hurt in every aspect. Once you start looking at yourself as something loved, something valuable, something important, something of significance, you're gonna look at every other female like, I see you, I feel you, I connect with you, and I love you. And those things are important. That's what we have to recreate now, and that's what we have to work on now as young women, and be able to know that there is a space for all of us. And even if we're not at that place right now, and we have been through hurt, betrayal, and letdowns, that we don't hold them against each other. To know that, if I see her and she's going through something, she's not yet at that healing place, that place of coming to a wholeness. And it's okay. It's okay. I myself struggled a lot with healing, healing a lot of parts of me to get to. But regardless of that, I've never felt like self-hatred, or not self-hatred, hatred towards another woman. I always looked at women as, she's my sister, or she's automatically someone that I should have innate compassion to, because she's like me, you know what I mean? So yes, these are the topics that I want to discuss with you guys, and I hope you guys understand how valuable it is to look within ourselves, to work on ourselves, to be able to love one another and work on each of these things. My name is Shanika Hansen, and this is my YouTube channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to get these exclusive videos. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe.
Ela quer vir pra minhas áreas de novo, sempre me liga mais de 11 da noite. Acho melhor não ter, isso se repete tipo um ciclo vicioso. Ela quer vir pra minhas áreas de novo, sempre me liga mais de 11 da noite. Acho melhor não ter, isso se repete.